What does this game mean to you?
Oh, I mean, it's everything. I think for the fans, for the city, it's a massive, massive game. Of course, you don't want to get caught up in too much of it, but yeah, I suppose this is more than just the game. It's going to be a big occasion, but equally you don't want to get caught in the emotion of all of it. And at the end of the day, you want to be going into it with a calm head and ultimately play your best football.
It's a balance, I would imagine, isn't it? Embracing it, but when it's time to switch off from it for the evening or whatever, really switch off from it.
Yeah, definitely, and there's a fine line. And equally, the more kind of big games you play, and you do find that line where you can be aggressive but not go over the top. And equally, we don't want to make this game a fight. We believe we can play a good brand of football, and we will want to do that on Sunday.
Have you found in the last, well, it won't just be the last few days after the Tuesday night match, but the last couple of weeks, you're at the petrol station, someone might call you or shout something to you about the derby, etc., etc. All of a sudden, people come out of the woodwork that you've not heard from for 2 years. Oh, any tickets for that game? Has that been happening?
Yeah, there and thereabouts. Yeah, definitely. There's little remarks. I've seen a couple of Sheffield Wednesday fans come past me and say, like, hope you get injured for the game, which is always nice. But
pleasant.
Yeah, pleasant. But no, it's a good rivalry, and of course, stuff like that just amps you on even further.
What's your assessment of the blue and white side of the city then? What are the analysts telling you about how good or not good they've been this year?
From an outside perspective, I think you only can look at their recent games. They obviously suffered a big loss against Watford and then bounced back against Norwich. So, it's tough to predict. Obviously, anyone in this league is very capable of winning a game of football. But ultimately, when you bring it to a derby game, stuff kind of gets thrown out the window. It's, like I said, all about the emotion and that kind of side of the game. You have that little bit extra. Of course, they'll have that little bit extra, and it'll ultimately be the best team wins on the day.
The last time we saw you, you were hobbling around the perimeter of the pitch at Bristol.
Yep.
How are you today?
Yeah, recovering fairly well. Yeah, so obviously we still got maybe 48 hours till the game. So I'm taking each day as it comes, and trying to recover as best as possible.
How would you rate your chances of being available?
It's hard to say at the minute, but I'm very hopeful.